Hello, one viewer. I'm eating grapes in case you can't tell. And very nice they are too. I guess I'm a little bit early because there's nobody here except this one person. So I'll just keep browsing the internet while I'm waiting for people to pop up. Or say anything. Say hello if you feel like it. These grapes are really good. Tesco, 85p. South African grapes, I think they are. Maybe it's just going to be me tonight, just sat eating grapes. Maybe that's about the extent of this live stream. So if you want to come along, if you want to invite your friends to watch me eat grapes, then be my guest. I remember going and get a drink shortly. Spice things up a little. Make it exciting for the viewers. I know viewers like things exciting on live streams, don't they? Well, it doesn't come more exciting than this, I don't think. Dermot, hello Dermot, how are you? Of course, it could be that my viewer activity is oh no, well it says concurrent viewers 0 in my analytics here, so Dermot, I don't know what's going on because apparently you're not there. Maybe some more people will turn up with us, Dermot, and oh, now it's showing we've got 2. Yes, I'm not bad, mate. Yeah, not bad at all, thank you. Everything's good here, including the grapes. Fresh out the fridge as well. Lovely and cold, lovely and refreshing. Yeah, I've just gone into my analytics here, Dermot, and I've got showing 2 viewers here as well. So it's you, Dermot, and one other randomer. They are nice, yeah. I was saying earlier they're from Tesco. They're 75 pence, 85p a punnet. And it's a fair size punnet as well. I've eaten half of them already. And I've only been going at them for 5 minutes. Philip, hello Philip. Philip in Leeds, now then. Just woken up. Did I get you out of bed, Philip? Oh, dearie me. These are just too nice. What have you two been up to this week anyway? Anything interesting? Well, you've been looking forward to waking up, Philip? Or have you been looking forward to seeing me? I can't be that exciting, Philip, surely. Oh, we're up to 4 viewers now. Crikey. It's taking off. Oh, well, thank you very much, Philip. Oh, we had 4 viewers. We've gone down to 3 now. 5 minutes. Usually if I'm late, everybody's complaining where I've been. I start early and nobody's here. It might be a short one tonight, fellas. Yeah. Yeah. Bit of stalk. Ugh. Didn't like that. Well, I guess it is going to be quiet tonight. Excuse me, I've got wind now. Eating grapes too fast. Oh well, it's going to be a short one if this is about as far as it goes, I'm afraid, boys. Oh, we're going up now. 5. I think somebody else is going to say hello any second now. We've jumped to 5. 5 viewers. Surprisingly, Dermot, I haven't been on the beach much at all. No. I'm hopefully going to get out on it tomorrow. Yesterday I went out on a walk up the hills. Took the camera with me, so I shot a little video walking through the countryside there. But yeah, I'll hopefully tomorrow I can. Well, there's Megan in Australia. Hello, Megs. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can get down onto the beach and go for a bit of a beach detecting session. I might put the video of the walk that I did yesterday. I might put that up tomorrow night. And yeah, I've really not been doing much. To be perfectly honest with you, this week is our 10th week now, and I'll show you that in a minute, Megs. Actually, came up quite nice. Not perfect, but yeah, I've just been a bit like that this week. Do you know what I mean? Oh, excuse me, I've got something stuck in my tooth now. I'll maybe have to get that later. Yeah, the buckle. I've just got it over here. Actually, let me grab it for you. Oh, yeah. Indeed, Megan. It is. It's going absolutely crazy in the States at the moment, and I think it's a case of it's only been a matter of time before something like that happened. I don't think under the weather, Megan. I think it's just a collection of just being sort of just a bit, you know. Yeah, protests in London as well. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as bad as what they're going through in America, but only time will tell. Yeah, yeah. So the buckle that I dug up, that's I think you can maybe see it. There you go. It's really quite a nice thing. That's the back of it. That's where the there and there is where the pin would have gone between the buckle. So this would have actually been about this size, and it would have been curved as well. So it would have been curved over the shoe, but yeah, it's turned out quite a nice thing as that. I'm chuffed to bits with it. I put it to a group that I'm on, a metal detecting group, and there's a chap on there thinks it's probably mid to late 1700s, and he says he reckons from this up here, this colouring, that it was probably silver plated, which would have made it look really rather fancy. But yeah, it's a lovely thing. I'm thrilled to have found it. Yeah, it's broken, but you know, a broken one is better than nothing. I have to keep doing that for the camera to focus. Look, there you go. So yeah, absolutely thrilled to bits to find that Georgian period buckle. Yeah, Georgian period, Meg. So anywhere from about 1714 to late 1700s. The Booker was the best find for that hunt. Yeah, that I was on. That was the last time I was just up on the farm. So and like I say, the only time I've been out was yesterday for a walk up the hills, and I love walking in the hills anyway. So, but so anybody that doesn't know, I've got a punnet of grapes here that I'm sat munching my way through. So, and like I say, Megs, I haven't really been up to anything else. I took Pam out today. We went to a big supermarket, Asda, to do some shopping today. So we bought some things. But yeah, GP, yeah, we call it the Georgian period because it was King George the third, I think it was, or fourth. I can't remember which king, but yeah, it's a lovely buckle. So yeah, I just went a walk up the hills really in the baking sun. It was absolutely horrendous. It's been so hot the last few days, and even today when we were out down at in Dumbarton shopping, it was roasting hot. Yeah, she did enjoy getting out actually, Megan. She did visit her sister there a few days ago as well. So yeah, all in all, everything's good. Like I say, there's not a lot I can say really because I haven't been doing a lot. You'll see in the video that I'm looking at making some hiking staffs and putting those up for sale. Oh, and another thing I've done that I'll show you as well. I know I had an issue with the oh gosh, look at that. Is that camera? It seems to be struggling, doesn't it? Let me just see if I can sort this light here. Oh dearie me, why is that so bright? What have I done? Will that do better? Oh, maybe I need to sit all the way back here. I don't know what's going wrong. Oh! Sorry, Fly Tipper. Hello, Fly Tipper. Just bear with me a moment. I just seem to be totally washed out on this with this lighting for some reason. There we go. That's got it back. I've just darkened that down there. For some reason, it was very washed out. Meg's quoting Horrible Histories. Horrible Histories is hilarious. Very, very funny kids show. Fly Tipper, hi. Simon from Fort William here. Followed your channel through bottle digging. You wouldn't have any Reed's bottle stoppers. I'll tell you what, Fly Tipper, Simon. I do actually have some of the Reed's bottle stoppers. The can't remember name of the type. They're not the round. They're like the thumb ones that are designed to be put in by machine or by hand. But yeah, I've got a couple of those. Yeah, yeah, the light for some reason was, or the camera wasn't quite correct in the white balance. I don't know whether it was after I was showing you that buckle maybe that's done it, but yeah. That's right, Fly Tipper, Riley's patent. That's the one. In fact, to tell a lie, I've got Riley's patent reeds of Helensburgh, and I've got there's like an oval shape one, and it's got in the middle. It's got Reed's Helensburgh, and I think there's a patent number on there as well. GP, I binge watch Time Team. Yeah, it's a great show actually. Time Team. It's one that I've loved ever since I was young. Started, oh gosh, many years ago now, and yeah, I might start giving one or two of the episodes another watch, because I'm sure I didn't see them all at the time, and they're great at telling the story as they go along on Time Team. I must admit, there's very few shows that put the work in that they do, and tell a story as well as they do. But yeah. Yeah, what I was going to say was I've another thing that I've done as well. I know, you know, when I've been down on the beach and it's been windy and I get all that wind noise on the camera on the GoPro. Well, I'll tell you this: I've managed to. Well, I think I've managed to limit the wind noise, and what I've done is I've built myself a little muff. I've made a wind muff for my camera case. So this is my camera case for my GoPro, aluminium, and as you can see on the top here, I've got a little fluffy mouse. but yeah, I bought some material. I found a company on a seller on eBay that did the material that I was looking for, and they do it. They did a sample piece, so I bought a sample piece, which was more than enough, and I had some double-sided sticky tape, very Blue Peter here, and yeah, like I say, the case is aluminium, so I stuck the double-sided sticky tape along the top here because the microphone's just next to the power button, so I stuck it along the top, front and back, and a piece down the side here as well. Then I cut out a piece of this furry material, stuck it on, and trimmed it up a little bit. And yeah, it seems to have made all the difference for cutting down on the wind noise that I was getting through the camera. So you'll see it on the next video anyway. Well, you won't notice a difference other than that there isn't a lot of wind noise. Although it was windy while I was out walking. So, but yeah, and I'm thrilled to bits with it, to be perfectly honest with you. I do have another smaller case for. Yes, I should have seen if I could get a blonde one, shouldn't I? Yeah, I do have another a case for my GoPro, just the GoPro case, and I think I'll put one on there as well. But yeah, it's made all the difference. And now I was looking online to try and find some way of solving this issue, and there's a company that sells a kit on Amazon, and it's basically like 6 pieces of this material, only tiny little pieces, mind, tiny little discs about that big, with some double-sided sticky tape, which is like in a circle, to stick on you know your camera or whatever, or your case or whatever, where your microphones are, and they're asking like £10 for that, and I've done it for like, well, the piece of material cost me £1.99. So, like I say, the double-sided tape I had already in the house. So yeah, that's a bonus. That's my DIY skills this week. Oh dear. Need to shave my camera case. Yeah, indeed. I put it on the material. The fur on the material is quite long, so I trimmed it down. I give it a wee short back and sides, as they say. GP, is that why when you get older you get hair in your ears to cut down wind noise? Yeah, indeed. How does that explain the hair up your nose, though? I don't get that one. Oh dear. Send Donald the link. Oh, dear, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Well, look at that. I thought we were going to have nobody here tonight, but 25 minutes in now, and we've got 12 people here. Karen Yeoman. Hello, Karen. How are you? Yeah, so like I was saying, I think what I'll do maybe tomorrow the weather's going to be roasting hot again. I'll take myself off down the beach for a metal detecting session, and either that or a beach combing session. I can't decide, to be honest with you, because the last time I was out metal detecting I didn't find a great deal. I found more things with my eyes than with the detector, but yeah, I might get down and do a bit of beach combing, I think. Lee Kerry dug his first cod yesterday. Congratulations, Lee. There's no feeling like that first cod, I must admit. You feel like you've dug a real piece of history when you do that. Fly tipper, you missed the find. It was on my last video, my metal detecting video on my farm permission. I got a part of a Georgian shoe buckle. I'll show you it again. Look, if it doesn't bugger my camera up. There you go. It's that's where the pin would have been, across there, like that. That's where the pin would have been. But yeah, it would have been silver plated by all accounts. So that was my last find. Yeah, when I found my first cod, I was well, the video's up there from a couple of years ago now. Lee's still floating from finding his cod bottle. Yeah, when I found my first cod, I was over the moon, and like you say, I was all the way home. I treated it like a baby and had it wrapped in newspaper, and gently bathed it like a baby. It's great. I still got it now as well. Love that thing. Oh well, thank you, Doodles. Yeah, it was a nice find, especially for the farm permission. It's 500 acres, and it could well be I don't think brass. I think probably copper. There's a slight, or maybe like a bronze. There's a slight patina on it, as you can see, and a sort of bit of greenness to it as well. Some of the coins, some of the old pre-decimal coinage comes out like that as well. Especially the really worn coins, which usually I tend to assume that are Georgian period. They come out like that with that sort of finish. So yeah, I would imagine it's probably a bronze mixture that it's made out of, and like I say, I'm told it probably would have been silver plated. So it would have been a very pretty thing at one stage. And by all accounts, fashion was for shoe buckles in the Georgian period. It was all about the shoe buckle and how posh it was. And now saying that one's quite a simple design. Hey, you know what, Doodles? I'm usually happy if I find anything. I mean, when I was on that dig, I found a Queen Victoria halfpenny, a couple of bits of World War II bomb shrapnel, which I'm perfectly happy with. I love that stuff. And even if I don't find anything, at least I've had a bit of exercise and I got outdoors, and that's the way I see it anyway. Yeah, bronze. Yeah, I suppose it's because fly tipper. It's because we call them copper coins. I've always called the small change 1 pences and 2 pences, and I've always called them coppers. So and I would imagine back in the day then they used to call them coppers as well. But yeah. Like I say, the buckle came up in. Can't remember, was it the same? No, it wasn't the same. It was the field next to where I found the hawking whistle the week before. So yeah, I found lots of various pieces on that farm, which I've been thrilled about. In fact, I think I've still got one in here as well. Yeah, this one is a button. Well, I say a button. I think we believe it's a pin. I've sent a treasure trove. There you go. How about that for a find? So that's got stars and moons on it, or crescent moons. You can see those there. And I believe that would have been a pin, so it would have fastened through a. Oh, we're out of focus again. Look, I have to turn the light up now. See if I can get myself back in focus. Look. Oh no, we're getting washed out again. Anyway, bugger the camera up. Look. Is it going to focus on me? There we go. Yeah, I believe that was. I've showed this. A few people have seen this one before. I believe that was like a clothes pin, so it would have pinned onto your shirt or your blouse on or whatever you were wearing. And I think that is probably, if not medieval, just post medieval. And a lot of people have been saying that that's Islamic. My father, he's a jeweler, or an ex-jeweler, and the first thing he said was Islamic. It's very Islamic in style, which is a strange thing to find on a field in Scotland, in the middle of nowhere. Has to be said that Helensburgh itself, where I live, didn't come into creation until, let me see if I can find you a date when Helensburgh was built. So a man called Sir James Colquhoun bought the area in 1752. And he named it after his wife. He started building the town and named it after his wife Helen, Lady Helen Colquhoun. So yeah. So before that, there was nothing here. I think there was a small mill, but other than that, there was nothing. Fly tipper, that's how the penny was invented. Two Scotsmen fighting over copper wire. I found a few jetons up here. French mercenaries from the Jacobite Wars. Oh, that's nice. I've actually just found another one as well, and I believe this one's a button. I'll show you the back of it first. That's the back of it, and there's the pin in. I don't know if you can see the pin in the middle there, but the front has some gilding left on it. There you go. So again, that was off the farm, and that again, from the size of it, I can tell that's the Georgian period. They're quite a distinct size buttons from the Georgian period, and usually flat as well. So yeah, so there you go. Like I say, all just from the one farm permission. Yes, Doodles. I live in Helensburgh, on the west coast of Scotland. Yeah, Fly Tipper, absolutely right. Yeah, it is built on the grid system, and it's a great system for building. Actually, I must admit, and it's easy to get around. GP, what is the rule for spending old money? I've seen you throw fairly modern coins in the trash. Do coins expire? They don't. So modern coinage, what we call decimal coins, which we have now. So we got the 1p, the 2p, 5p, 10p, 50p, £1, £2, and occasionally you might see a £5 coin. So those are the coins we have that called decimal coins. Came into being in 1971, and prior to 1971, here in the UK, we had a system of pounds, what they call pounds, shillings, and pence. So you would have, so you'd have a pound, and in a pound there were 240 pennies. And you'll see, I don't have any here, but they're what we call pre-decimal pennies. They're a big penny this size. Those old coins, pre-decimal, they tend to be made from bronze, usually bronze or silver as well. And modern coinage now is made, especially the lower coins, the pennies, 2 pennies, 10 pences, and 5p's. They're usually a mixture, so it's basically a steel core with a metal coating over it, another metal coating it, and usually when a coin's been left in the sea, or it's been thrown in the sea or dropped or whatever, as it rolls around, it eventually wears away the outer skin of the coin, as it were, until it gets to the steel core. Once it gets to the steel core, the seawater starts the steel to rust. It's not a stainless steel, so it rusts the coin out, and it expands and basically destroys the coin. So that's usually when I've thrown coins away, decimal coins, modern coins. It's because they wouldn't be spendable, or they've been some of them are a little bit older, so they're from the sort of early decimal periods, so sort of 70s and 80s. And the coins have been rolled around in the sea, and they're just too thin. They're almost wafer thin, so you can't spend them either. So Doodles. Oh, now then, Doodles got a permission in Glenfruin. Oh well, hello, Doodles. That's just up the road from me. Well, as you know, if you know where I am in Helensburgh anyway. So yeah, you know where. You know I'm not far away, but yeah, Glenfruin, a lot of history up Glenfruin as well. You're very lucky to have a permission up there. Do you find much? Fly tipper just shows from a very sparse piece of land at a glance some nice stuff. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, I've got another piece tucked away, which is a piece of lead, which I believe is a badge. I've shown it on here before, and again, it's now registered on the treasure trove system. I sent a report of that to a young lady that works for Treasure Trove, and she got back to me and said that she's recorded it now, so it's got a reference number, and once she's properly back to work, then she'll start investigating and see what she can find out about it. But again, I believe it to be a medieval pilgrim's badge. Fly tipper used to work for Helensburgh Floor Plan. Fly tipper, where are you? Oh, I think you said, didn't you? Go on, let you tell me again, because I can't remember where you said you're from. Yeah, indeed, Fly tipper, the Battle of Glenfruin. Yeah, indeed. That's another one we could tell you people about, isn't it? Yeah, the Battle of Glenfruin was a Scottish clan battle fought on the 7th of February 1603 between the Clan Gregor and its allies on one side, and the Clan Colquhoun and its allies on the other. The Clan Gregor, or MacGregor, and Clan Colquhoun were at a feud due to the MacGregors carrying out raids on the Colquhoun's lands. The Colquhouns gained royal support and raised an army against the MacGregors. However, during the subsequent Battle of Glenfruin, the Colquhouns were comprehensively defeated. Yeah, and in the aftermath of the battle, royal policy punished the McGregors for 150 years. How's that for you? Ah, right, okay, yeah, you're in Fort William, but originally Old Kilpatrick. Used to bottle dig there. Oh, cattle theft was it? Yeah, a bit of sheep rustling. I don't. It probably does go on to say background and so on and so forth. Oh, yeah. Plundered houses and took away 300 cows, 100 horses and mares, 400 sheep, and 400 goats. Jeez, that's some going. Fly tipper, do you know the dump down in Old Kilpatrick then? Or what was the dump in Old Kilpatrick? Lee Kerry, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you could still be hung for sheep rustling. It's very warm tonight, boys and girls. Oh, it's still very, as you can see behind me, it's still very light out there. Now then, Sprays, how are you? Oh, you grew up there. You know of a few, do you? Oh. You probably know after an incident there, if you've been following my videos at all, you probably know I've not been bottle digging for, gosh, I don't know how long it is now, to be perfectly honest with you. Must be coming on a couple of years now. After the incident that I had, I decided that I didn't want to do it anymore. Or let's say not that I didn't want to do it anymore. If I was going to do it, I wanted to do it on my own, and I kind of decided that I needed a break from it because I wasn't interested in the money side of it, which some people seem to be. So yeah, I stopped bottle digging, and I love it to bits. I must admit, I love that thrill of the chase. You know, putting all the hard work to find a piece of history. But yeah, like I say, bear with me a second. Sorry, my daughter's home and she's drunk. Yeah, I gave up because you know, if fly tipper. Now then, are you? No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to ask who you are. Fly tipper. I won't say your name. I think I know who you are. Um, but yeah, like I say, it was a case of I couldn't dig if I was with people that I couldn't trust. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Loose lips indeed ruin tips. Um, um, but people that are in search of the money also ruin it as well. And it only took it it was one event that soured me to it, and I've discussed it before, and I'm sure you've probably heard it before as well. That I I'd gone down one day and I was having a great day, and I invited somebody to have a go because he was having a terrible day, and you know that's the way it goes sometimes. And I asked him if he wanted to have a go in where I was, and he did, and he found something nice, and that was enough for him to. Anyway, I'll not say any more because it usually ends in an argument once he hears that I've been talking about it. It'll end in him putting up some rubbish online. So yeah, we won't go any further. You know, well. Obviously, you know who I'm talking about anyway. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I do love bottle digging. I love it to bits. But like I say, it's one of those things. If I'm ever to do it again, now I do have a dump on my farm permission, which is right next to the farmhouse actually. And again, this year I've not been able to get onto it because of this pandemic that's going on, and excuse me, and it's now fully overgrown. It's like a jungle. So I'm probably going to wait until the end of the year when all the plants die back, and maybe have a bit of a dig in it. But yeah, I mean, finding a bottle dump's half the battle anyway. And like I say, because I fell out of love with it, I never even bothered looking for any more dumps. And yeah, fly tipper. Somebody else has offered me to go up north, up in Vanessa way actually. Now then, Simon, how are you, Simon? Oh, Megs, you back? Are you? Your phone cracked up, did it? Deary me. Well, listen, I tell you what. If I can leave you to behave yourselves, I'm just going to go and have a sneeze. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to get myself a cold drink because I'm roasting away here. So talk amongst yourselves for 2 minutes, and I will go and get a drink. I'll mute this mic so you don't hear my bones creaking. There we go. I'm back. Cheers, everyone. I keep looking off to the side because the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bitrate of 128 kilobytes a second. Oh dear. Can you hear me okay? I don't know what that widget is. Stream health. Stream is healthy. That could be because I hit mute on the mic. Can everybody hear me? Simon's still not got his trike. Well, all right, okay, yeah. Okay, Sue, hello Sue, how are you? Oh, well, thank you, Fly Tipper, that's very kind of you. Gosh, you know, I go out just to enjoy myself. That's all I aim for now. I'm not a treasure hunter. I'm not in it for the money. If I was, I'd be a very poor man. Yeah, I just enjoy doing it, and I like taking you people along. So I know some people have said in the past that you know it's helped them with their minds. Oh, that's Volkswagen for you, see, Simon. Yeah, you know, if it helps somebody, then, like I said before, you know, if one person watches my video, if I get one view, and that person enjoys it, or it helps them somewhere along the way with the mental health, then yeah, I'm thrilled to bits. That'll do me fine. Well, look at that, 53 minutes. We're coming up on the magical hour. We do. I usually do an hour on a Sunday. So so what will I say? I'll say I'm going to try and get out tomorrow. I think it'll be. I think I'll just go for a beachcomb. To be perfectly honest with you. No, Sue, I haven't. No, I've actually made a terrarium. Funnily enough, but I want to get it established first before I show it. In fact, well, I suppose I could make a little video. I've not gone with the pond again because I'm not sure what I did wrong with that one, to be honest with you. Yeah, Fly Tipper, I'm exactly the same. Do you know what? When it comes to bottles, you know, I've got a green top J.R. Comrie ginger beer. It's got a crack down it, but I love it. I've got an AG Bar ginger beer. Those are the only two ginger beers I've got. It's in mint condition. It's not worth a lot of money, but I love it. I've got milk bottles that I've picked up off the beach, all scratched and worn, but you know, I love them. I've got coffee and chicory bottles. Most people just toss those back into the pit, but I've kept them because, you know, I dug them and I like the history that's attached to them. I've got some stuff that's don't even have. It's not even embossed, or it might just say AG Bar on it. You know, the most plain 1960s or 70s AG Bar bottle. But you know, I love them. Sprays a bit warm to detect this week. Signals not going as deep in warm weather, losing a few inches in dry ground. Yeah, I must admit, when I've been up on the now the last time I was up on the farm, it wasn't too bad because it had rained a couple of days before, so the ground wasn't too bad. But prior to that, it was absolutely baked solid. Oh, is that the radio that I found on the beach, Simon? Is that the one you're on about? Yeah, I binned that. I tried powering it up and there was nothing in it except for small sea creatures coming out of it and sand and water constantly. Oh, yeah, it's like I say, um, I love finding the history. I love going for a walk. Um, the beach combing I love doing because I'm picking up little bits here and there that catch my eye. And yeah, it's all about enjoying yourself. Like I say, some people get too carried away with wanting to hunt for and find gold and silver all the time, and they want to find the best bottles, and they want to sell them for the highest prices. And now again, I've said this before. I'll hold my hands up. I've sold stuff in the past, but I've sold it for a reason. I sold it to buy a metal detector, and that's me. Yeah, Simon, I don't think it was worth it. I don't think you were ever going to get all the seawater or or everything out of it. It had a hard life, that thing, and it was starting to smell as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right, fly tipper. Yeah, I do collect a bit of sea glass along the way, and I sell a little bit of that as well. Because people want to buy it to use for jewelry making or for art purposes. I sold some of my stoppers as well. Some of them went to a buyer that's making them as an art installation for a friend that he knows. So stuff's going to people to use, and that I get great pleasure in that as well. If I find something and I can sell it for a couple of quid, and somebody else can make a great use of it, then yeah, by all means. But it's not about the money. It's about the finding the item. Like you say, it's about the history of the item as well. And I keep saying, even the pieces of bomb shrapnel that I find, the World War II stuff, I love that. There's no value to it. I knock up a few key rings with it here and there, and I sell one every now and again. But yeah, the history is the real treasure. Like you say, the history is the real treasure in all the items that we find. Yes, Sue, you're absolutely right. Siam, there is a lot of sea glass in Siam. Yeah, by all accounts. Somewhere I haven't been. It's maybe one day. You never know. It's a little bit out of my range at the minute, but yeah, maybe one day we might get down there and get a bit of a hunt. You never know. Right, well, boys and girls, I am going to love you and leave you because we're just coming up on 1 hour now, and that's what I normally do. Is I normally give you an hour of my time on a Sunday evening to chat about anything and nothing, and I see with a few new faces here and there. So yeah, thank you to the new people for coming along, and thank you to the regulars as well. And I am going to love you and leave you. I hope that everybody's doing well and staying safe. Oh, Fly Tipper says Millport's better. Where's Millport? Now then. In Great Cumbria. Whew, that's on an island. How can I get to there? Oh, all right, okay. Lags. Oh, okay, I'd have to go right around the past Greenock and Inverkip, all the way past there. And I suppose I would suggest is there a ferry there? A ferry to get there? Anyway, yeah, that's definitely one for another time. So, right, boys and girls, I'm going to love you and leave you. And yeah, like I say, stay safe, and I will see you all on the next one. Look out for tomorrow night. I'll put a video out of the walk that I went on, and yeah, Sprays, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's all Nighthawks are really, is doing it for profit. Yeah, thank you. Like I say, thank you for coming along. It's always greatly appreciated, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye for now.